Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
Have you ever heard of a hospital named Bethesda? There was one near where I grew up. It's a very biblical name that means house of pity or house of mercy. But it wasn't a hospital in the Bible. It was a pool near the sheep gate where they would herd sheep that would be sacrificed at the temple. This pool had 5 porches surrounding it, where John 5:3 says a great multitude of sick people, blind, lame, paralyzed people, were laying around. They were there waiting for the moving of the water. John 5:4 explained that an angel went down at a certain time into the pool and stirred up the water. Then whoever stepped in first after the stirring of the water was made well of whatever disease he had. Now there's some debate about this verse. It wasn't part of the original manuscripts and was probably added in the 2nd century. Our modern ears immediately discount this, and we think, oh, those poor people waiting for an angel to stir up the waters when it's really just a myth. It was probably just a geological phenomenon that made the water bubble up every once in a while, but it couldn't heal anybody. Us modern people are practical like that. And maybe that's true. Maybe it was just a hopeful legend, but a great multitude of sick people believed it. What if it really was true? It definitely wouldn't be the most unusual thing we read about in the Bible. Just think about it. A talking donkey, a floating axe head, water parting, people being raised from the dead, a fiery chariot, giants, the sun moving backwards, people walking on water. They may be unusual to us, but the unusual is normal for God. And maybe someone just added that verse to explain to those of later generations why all those people chose this place to sit. Maybe God did actually send an angel to stir up the water and heal the first person who had faith enough to step in, just to remind His people between Malachi and Matthew that He was still working. Let's look at this from a spiritual point of view for a minute. We all have been sick, spiritually, blind, lame, paralyzed, diseased with sin, helpless without a miracle from God. All of us in need of a Savior. All these people who were sitting at the pool of Bethesda were situated where pilgrims were coming from Bethany, Bethpage, and Jericho. And they were all flooding into the city of Jerusalem, thousands of them. They'd walk right by, most of them probably ignoring these poor, needy people. But Jesus didn't go on by. He stopped to help a man who had no hope. The man said that no one would even help him into the pool when the water was stirred. Now, we can't heal physical maladies like Jesus could, but we as Christians have hope that we can give to someone who's still spiritually sick, blind, lame, and paralyzed. But like the pilgrims entering Jerusalem for the feast that day, we're often so busy, whether it's with church activities or other things. We all have busy lives after all. We just don't have time to lend a hand to a friend or tell them about Jesus. But just think, someone took time to tell you, to teach you about Jesus, or even to disciple you. What can you do to offer the hope of Jesus Christ to those you come in contact with today?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through His Word. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thank you for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.